The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tiger Technician Hour with your host, Basil Chapman. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Now, Basil Chapman.
Good morning, everyone. On this Wednesday, the 14th of January, we're looking at what? Bright, sunny day. We're looking at the I'm going to go straight to Bitcoin because I forgot to do that, as I always seem to do in the update. 96,785, up 2,120. I spoke about this yesterday. I said there's a real good chance that we're going to break that upper band. And the same thing with Ethereum. And I was asked about it, and I said you could start a little nibble here. Let me see where Ethereum is. It's up at 1.33. Let me just check this out. We didn't do anything. We still got our position, but I wanted to have some conviction about breaking above, for Ethereum, above the 200-period moving average, which it's done today. It's at 31.50, up $1.31. So this is a new peak A. Peak A's down there as well. That's how you got always from. This is the starting point. So every count, and that's a peak D. So this is a brand new buy signal to buy mode. So that goes B, and here we are in leg C, in a brand new buy mode in the Ethereum. But that weekly chart needs a lot to impress. And at this particular point, the 9-period moving average has a long way to go. The MACD has a long way to go. The gray. This is the relative strength index right there, starting to improve. Stochastic still flat at 20%, and the on-balance volume is very weak. So I wanted some proof. I don't mind, because if this breaks out, it's going to go quite high, and it's really the start of its first move to the upside. So now let's go back to our story. So the Dow, INDU, we took from our trading position long, that was on the 24th of November, that we added to other positions in the Dow. Yesterday, we took right before the open turnaround to the downside, we had taken off a little bit of the nice 17% gain in the month, 2 months. And now what we're watching is the 9-period moving average is still very strong. I believe, now this is I have no idea, I'm just saying that within the context of this whole tariff issue going before this is going to be very important in front of the court, because what it does is you've got a divergence between what the Democrats will vote whatever they're going to, and the Republicans will. And then you've got your swing votes. As I see it, there's going to be enough conflict to kind of aggravate, to needle the market, not to give it the guy to go ahead to say, okay, spiral up another 500 points. I think we've got a lot of resistance here. That whole area of 50,000, I think we're going to take a little while. Maybe by the end of the day, we're at 50,000. I'm just thinking that that whole 49,000 to 49,900 area, I think that's, from having watched the market minute by minute, hour by hour for decades and decades, I just think that 50,000 level, millennium level is going to be a little bit, as we break it, I think there are so many. So look at this. Here's the Chapman wave inside track repellent zone in the weekly chart of the Dow. We're right there. Look at the S&P. Goes to peak F at 69.86. Fabulous action in the daily. Fabulous action in the weekly when you're looking at the 9-period moving average, the monthly chart, and AXP. Everything's good. But at the same time, I'm looking at the rotation between, look at this. This is the XLF. I spoke about this as well yesterday. I said the XLF is saying to me that it's pulling back. It made a Chapman wave 2-bar reversal at the 56 area. It's pulling back. It went right to the Chapman wave inside track repellent zone. I wanted to show you this chart here, of course, I'm not being able to find it. Oh, there it is, right here. This particular chart, I said I'm watching this very closely going into February, because every peak, almost every peak and every trough is matched with overlapping monthly pink S&P Select Financial Fund, and the Spider S&P 500 SPY is right here. Look, the SPY, same thing. Are we going to pull back? Well, this, first of all, last month's bar for the XLF Am I going to be able to choose that? No, I can't. So I can't see what it is, but let me just, maybe it's rotating. Yeah, it's 7. Yeah, I can't do that because I haven't got the right side for the price. I've just got the chart itself. All I can say, if last month's low is taken out in January, and then in February we take out the November low, both in the S&P Select Financial Fund and the SPY, then I think we're in for a good few weeks of consolidation. But at this particular point, we're pulling back, but made all-time highs. I don't want to fight that. So yeah, let me just go through this again in detail. So I had spoken about we are still long a small position in Bank of America, never really added to it, not even prepared to get out of it because I really want to get back in a bigger way. And here it is down 4.5%, down 2.44 at 52.09 with a 57.55 all-time high. What did it do? It went right to the inside track repellent zone and it's taken out the channel support. So this, and I always like to think that if the financials are strong, that's really good for the market. Together, let's put it with the SMHs. The SMHs, peak E, how many D's and E's and F's have we got here? It just says to me, be a little careful, 396.10 all-time high yesterday in the SMHs, pulling back $5 today at 386, no big deal, just 1.3%, it's nothing. But at the same time, I'm looking at it and I'm saying, I want to be careful here. So we have only longs, we've had really nice positions, very good, but at the same time, there's a rotation going on. And that's going to get me to the question that I had in the den, and I'll get to that in a moment. And it just says, be careful. That's all. It doesn't mean to say, go now, get double up on your short positions or anything like that. I'm just saying be careful because, look, yes, the VIX index, spoke about this with Tommy yesterday when I was interviewed. I said the VIX index, if it can go into the 17 200-period exponential moving average, is in the 14s right now. The 9-period moving average actually crossed positive. Now, I do all the notation forever. I've done the notation with the volatility index, but it's only recently, when I say recently, I mean the last year or two, that you start to see it actually coincides tremendously with the Chapman wave methodology. This is the one that is a purely emotional thing. So I said, no, this might not. So I'm just saying, I'm watching this all very closely, had fabulous gains. I don't see anything on a purely technical level in most of my stocks indicators or anything like that. It just says, whoa, watch out, because the night, look at this. Let's go to the QQQ was, for a little while now, it's been the weaker of the indices. It's unusual, but it is. 9-period moving average is turning down, but it's still above the 14. So nothing there. Look, the MACD, still good. The, where is it? Relative strength index is right there. And it's holding quite nicely. Stochastic, 82%. I love that. So I don't want to get in front of anything. I'm just saying be a little cautious. And we have some buys, and I wanted them lower down. Will we get them? I don't know yet. Just let me look at one. Look at that. The one that I wanted, that I really wanted, just holding beautifully. Doesn't want to come down to our entry price. And I'll be back in a moment. I want to see if there's any word on the tariffs. We'll see in a moment. Dow's down only 50, down 60, S&P's down 33. I'll be right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento. A pro's pro with over 50 years of experience, Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
TFNN has launched the Tiger's Den, hosted at Discord. TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Yeah, so just let me put this in here because it showed up as a streamer just a moment ago. Ryanair, RYAM at 7.68, up 21 cents, up 2.81%. Let me just do this real quickly. So there's your starting point. Remember, that's the most important thing. There's your A, there's your B, there's your C, and this is a Chapman wave technique I developed over the years. I use this as a C2 to say that could act as a D, and lo and behold, you pull back very sharply. Then this starts a brand new peak A, big B, C, and there you're in D. Okay, done very well. It looks to me like it's going to tag very close to tagging the high of $7.89 on the 10th, the week of the 10th of October. That would be $7.89, just less than 20 cents away. I think we will tag that and we'll go over it, and then you'll start leg B in the monthly chart. Yeah, this is looking very good. The support is at between 720 and 690. If there's a major pullback, but a very short-term pullback, I'd say 725. It's trading 735. It's trading at 768 right now. Yeah, this looks very good. If this is able, this is Ryanair Advanced Materials Inc. I should have put not Unk, but Inc. Okay, just change that. Always irritates me if I make a mistake like that. There you are, Inc. So as it stands right now, it's looking good. And it wants to make another cup formation over a period of months. I think it's going to go 930, and it's going to test the 10 area. That's the way I'm looking at it. Looking out, if it suddenly stalls with the 200-period moving average still way down here at 597, then I think that's a problem over the next 2 weeks. But so far, it's acting well. So it looks like the Supreme Court is going to not issue anything today, but they're going to drag this out, make it just very frustrating. Okay, not a big deal. So the question came in: could I look at? Wait, where did it go? Basil, could you please cover SIM? Okay, symbolic SYM. So we still have it in the 22s. It's trading right now at 68. And no, sorry, did I say 22s? That's not right. Let me just double check here because I think I just made a mistake. I got a little fuzzy about that. I don't want to be fuzzy. I want to be very clear. So anyway, we're trading right now at 67.89, down $1.77. I did go to the leg D. That's why I said to subscribers, let's not do the add-on just yet. I pulled it. And I said skip for the day, even though it got to the price point that I would have liked. I just said, let's just hold off because I needed to see other things going on right now. It's acting very well. So 9-period moving average is nicely over the 14. The MACD is very strong. Retro strength is good, not great, but good. The stochastics at 86, nothing wrong here. The only reason I pulled it is that I didn't want to get it on a slide to the number that I was looking at and then have the market, if there was a ruling today, suddenly tank, because we'd have to get out with a 4 to 6% loss. I just didn't want that. I'd rather miss. Yeah, you remember Dave White saying, better to be out wishing you were in than in wishing you were out. So it's just a safety factor, but it is on my list. This is end-to-end AI, robotic warehouse automation systems. Walmart's their biggest client, maybe their only client. That I think is a problem, but that's the way it is. Now, I might miss out, but I need to see how it holds on any pullback after this peak D. So, yes, I do like it. I'm just saying that I needed to be a little... I just didn't want to be vulnerable to having something that suddenly... I like to have very small losses, and we try to make the gains last as long as possible, which takes me to Bank of America after this. But we're going to look at CD because you said, you just rebought it so at 66.63. Oh, well, you are the winner today because 66.63 was the exact low. Man, I tell you, let me just lean over here and just check something out from yesterday. Let me just check this out. For today. Okay. Start at 66.60, I said yesterday. Today I said skip. You are the winner. I always say to myself, don't change it. Don't change it. Stay with you. Spend time thinking it through. Why you change? No, I like what you did. As I say, I have subscribers. I just didn't want to be vulnerable to getting it at the low of, say, like today, and then seeing it scream to and the market, because of the tariff ruling, which isn't going to be today, suddenly tanks after you get it. That, to me, so congratulations. Right, next question came in. CDE, I can't use you now as a good example because we didn't get it. So this is adding to our original position. And, the other thing that I want to put in is, we don't have that. So the symbolic, we had great gains and we wanted to get in for a new position. Let's go on now to CD, which is trading at 20.99, up 3 cents. This is Core Mining. Core, it used to be Coeur d'Alene. Now it's Core Mining Inc. Silver also has some gold, I believe, trading up 4 cents. It's at a peak D at 22.20. Let me just check. 22.20 was the high yesterday. All-time high is 23.61. There's nothing wrong with this. It looks great. The only thing... Am I hearing music in the background? The only thing I'm a little worried about here is that if in the futures market, if they make the margins, and this is what they tend to do every once in a while, that's how some things top when there's no other fundamental news that's really going to negate the moving up, except if the margins get increased a lot. That's the only thing I'm worried about here. So that would affect silver trading right now at an all-time high. 91.58, up 5.25. That is amazing. This is something that was just hanging around in the 20 to 30 area for years, nothing. And now look at it at 91.60. And gold trading at all-time high today. It's at 46.29. Now you're looking at someone, I'll just hold this up. This is my wedding band. And it was $35 when I lived in South Africa, $35 an ounce for gold. Okay, so now let's just continue looking at this. And we've got Yeah. So CD, what would you do now? I think that's the question. Oh, you rebought at 21.80? Oh. Okay, 21.80, and it is down 4 cents at 20.91. What I would say is, you see the gap here? On a purely technical basis, let's just talk and not forget about margins in silver or gold, anything like that. I'm just saying, on a purely technical level, look, the MACD is good. The stochastic's at 87%. On-balance volume did pull back. Relative strength is still very good. 9 is way over the 14, and price is way over the 9. Nothing wrong. If you are a buy and holder, at least, even if it's short term, but you're not going to be trading day in and out, I'm just saying that that's not bad. 21.80, 22.20 is the all-time high. You got a little bit of risk, but I have to tell you that I would put a stop in, because in the 21 area, I think you'll have plenty of opportunity to buy it at 21 if it pulls back and then gets there. So I'm just saying I would have a stop on part of the position at about 20.20. Today's low is 20.79. Just a.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstack's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstack releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Building wealth trading in the stock market seems impossible to most people. They think it's too volatile and risky. Most people aren't going to take the time to educate themselves on how to do it right. But you're not most people, are you? At TFNN, you'll get the guidance you need to refine your strategies and techniques to invest like a pro. Because you'll be a pro. All TFNN subscriptions, books, software, and courses are available at TFNN.com. And I'm even going to tell you how to get them for less. Use TFNN's Tiger Dollars and you'll get up to a 20% bonus on your purchase. And once you apply them to your account, Tiger Dollars are automatically used for all future or recurring charges. Tiger Dollars also never expire, are fully transferable, and are a great way to add savings to your newsletters or services. Become the investor you were born to be at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Tiger Technicians Hour is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
folks, we're back, and we're looking at core mining, and it's trading at 20.88. And just let me say that again. I would take Summerwood off. I think that this looks a little toppy to me, but it's silver, and silver could do anything, and gold could do anything. But just in terms of money management, 20.33, 20.28, somewhere there, I'd take a little bit off. It might not do that today, but I'm just saying that's what I'd be thinking. Next question again about GDX, and the GDX right now is, it made a new all-time high. It went to 98.42. This is peak E, I'm saying right here. In the daily, in the weekly, peak E, leg E daily, leg E, weekly, leg G/C in the monthly chart, and this is the same sort of thing. Everything's technically really good. It could pull back a little bit, 96.50, 60, could fill the gap. It doesn't have to fill the gap just yet, but the gap between 90, let's call it 95 and 92 and 0.50, that gap right there from 4 sessions ago. I think that gap is going to be... that is going to be filled at some point, and I think fairly soon. And I'm not saying the upside is getting limited for the gold miners. I'm just saying that from the chart itself, it's a little overbought. But look, the stochastic's flat at 90%. I love that. There's nothing wrong with that. But on price alone, I'm saying you could easily pull back 2-3 points. Not a big deal. And the weekly chart is still very, very strong. So as it stands at this particular point, GDX looks very good. That's why we've got our physical gold, PHYS, also made a high, and then it's pulled back. Look at that. Struggling a little bit there. And when I say struggling, all-time highs, the last 3 bars, it's been tough to keep working higher. Leg G/C invariably goes to a D. This is a D in the weekly chart. I'm just saying, this is... If you haven't, I'm sure if you've in this area, you've taken something off already. But if you haven't, obviously, it goes without saying that some prudence would be take something off. You deserve it. You did well. Take something off. Next question came in, GDX or UBS. Wow, I don't think I've notated UBS for a very long time. UBS, yep, there it is, naked chart. Start from there. This is the daily. Easy, you always put the up arrow where it's the most obvious low bar, and then just count the peaks. Here we go. Peak, that's not an A. That's an A right there. Peak A, uppercase on the way up. Whoops, what happened? Peak A right there. I'm actually working on automating this. It's not easy. It's taken hours and hours and hours just to not yet get that first A in the right place at the right time. Okay, so UBS is doing very well considering that it's only down 3 cents at 47.33. This rectangle formation invariably resolves itself to the downside. So let me look at the downside, and it says the whole area between 46 and 44, that's 46 and 45 to start with. That's going to be your first key support. If it closes under the 14-period moving average, which is still way below the 9-period moving average, which is this is at 46.86, 46.86. If it closes below 46.50, then what we're looking at is price for the first time since it crossed positive back in the 2nd of December at 38. Here it is it's almost 10 points higher. It has been over 10 points higher. Just stalling, and it's stalling, and I think it's going to be taking a bit of a breather. 48.43 was the all-time high. So that is UBS. The weekly chart is still very strong. I actually think this could be leg B. This could be a peak B. We could be looking at a C and D coming up over the next couple of weeks. All right. So that's UBS. This is the financials. And what's the next one? MP. I haven't looked at this for a couple of days. I know I've been following it. I had been following it very well. Yeah, MP is MP Materials Corporation trading. So this is the low bar. Look, that's the low bar over there. Back in November, it goes peak A, goes peak B, pulls back. It goes peak A, peak B, peak C underneath the previous. Then it pulls back, and then it takes out that low. So this is a brand new, fresh start. That's the way Chapman Wave methodology works. And this goes peak A, MP Materials, peak A right there. and it's just made a leg B because we have to wait for the end of the day to see if it's a peak. This is MP is a symbol, 64.43 up 61, looking really, really good on the daily. If you look at the weekly, you say, oh my gosh, it was once almost at 100 and then pulls back to 50, gets cut in half. This is the start of, this is the attempt at a start of a new, if you look at the IYM, this is the iShares materials. Look at this, all-time high as we speak, right there, G/B. All-time high at 169.54, trading at 168.51, up 43 cents. Leg D in the weekly, only a leg B in the monthly. iShares basic materials. So MP, I think it's in play, but that weekly chart needs a lot of work. It needs to get to the 69.80, 70.35 area to really say that weekly is improving. So yes, I do like it. I would... Since you like to look at sectors, Coda, you like to be able to, you like to look at the bigger picture as well as a smaller picture. I think this is one that you could start a position. You had 64, 69, the day's low 62.20. That I would say 62.00 would be my start a position, and if it doesn't get to 66, let's call it 67 in the next couple of days, but instead starts to pull back under 63.50, it means it's not quite ready for prime time. It's just make it as simple as that. So start a position. Don't make it a big position. Just start your position. I would add to the position more aggressively if it takes out yesterday's high of 68.44 by 1 penny. That's what I would add, and I'd keep the position you're just starting right here at 64, 62 as a core. As this is hopefully your core position, and you got your trading position higher. That's the best way to do it. Just in, yeah, we heard that. Okay, thank you very much. And open. I keep getting questions about open. You remember August when I was at Tanglewood? And I said, I saw this car with the license plate open, but if it was open door technology, which is a digital platform for real estate, buy and sell homes, iBuying, I would at Tanglewood, I would have imagined a Jaguar SUV, or it's just something fancy. It was just like an SUV, kind of nice, but it wasn't very fancy, and had the license plate open. I thought, gee, I just someone asked me about that 3 days ago. Where was it in August? Let's go to August. Yeah, there it is. Look, August, right there on the 200-period moving average, and then spiraled up to the almost to 10 and a half, and then it pulled back. So I'd be careful. Let me do a little more about this when we return. The Dow's down 249, S&P's down 56. We'll be right back.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
So for a long time, I've been saying if there is demand for loans, if businesses feel that they want loans, then you would expect historically, you would expect an incremental move up in yields. That's just the way it is. You remember what Tom used to always say? Tom said, you go into the store, if there are no buyers, you can't expect prices to increase. So if there are buyers, you expect something to increase. And what we're looking at is the TLT is going up and the TBT, which is the yields, are coming down. The TBT, which are the yields. Yes, that's right. So TLT, here we go, TLT, let's do this again, up in leg B, as the price of the bonds go up, so the yields come down. So in this particular instance, you're looking at the yields coming down. So the economic report from earlier had kind of a mixed thing, and it said, there's a reason to be thinking that maybe yields could come down. Longer term, I said that let the price tell us what it's doing, because if you look at the monthly chart of the TLT, look, there's nothing here. It's just stuck in the low range, which means the TBT, which is the yields, is just been stuck sideways in the right here. So that's one thing. So I'm looking at that and I'm saying, okay. So the question about open means that this is in the real estate business digital platform for real estate, buy and sell homes. Look, it had this big spike to the high 7s, and now it's trading at 650. It's pulled back very sharply. If you look at Toll Brothers, look at this double top potential. Peak D yesterday, just under 150. Today's pulling back. It's down 3 at 145.65. Not the point. The point is, look, it made a high right there, an all-time high at 159 points. This was the last one right here was 149.79, and yesterday's high was 149.80, a penny higher. So I always look at this, okay, a little double top. You got to be careful. It could pull back. So that's Toll Brothers. All-time high was 159.62 in November of 2029. So this is really good action when you think about the massive move from the 39 area in Toll Brothers in 2022, going to 159, pulls back to the 85-ish area, and now this is pretty good. Look at Lanai. I always say that I think Toll is a better chart pattern, way better than, and it looks like a better company on charts than Lanai. Lanai is down 2 at 121.39, but a nice move to the 200-period moving average. Nothing wrong with that. From 102-ish to 124. Now it's at 121. So I'm just saying it's a mixed picture. So you asked about open. I'm going to say skip it right now. It's in a derivative. In other words, it's not the real estate itself. It has its own issues, right? You can see that by the chart. It's just been coming down from the 950-ish area back in October and pulls back to the 560, 555, runs up, and now it's fading. I just leave it alone for now. Okay, I hope that helps you. That is open. Next question came in. Could I look at CRML? CRML, because it's in the same category as MP. Yeah, this has had a very nice move. Oh, look, it almost looks like the chart we looked at in the monthly chart. This is the same as open. Critical Metals Corporation, Mine Development Company, lithium, rare earths for supply chain. Look at that huge inverted Chapman wave Roman candle going to the high. I should have typed it in. I'm going to not type it in now because I'll forget. I will type it in. 32.15 was the all-time, well, was at least this high. Yep, all-time high. 32.15. It has a little bit of a tumble, and it comes down to the, right there, it comes down to the 6.5 area. And now what is it doing? It's running strongly. Yes. So this is a little different. This is saying something's happened. It hasn't pulled back like you would expect in this, like a single, this is like an Eiffel Tower, single leg A to the upside failure. No, this is holding well. I'm going to have a different opinion here completely. I'm going to say start your position in Critical Metals Core, CRML. Don't get carried away. Everything's very positive, but at the same time, we've got a market conditions could change. So just start your positions here at 14.18. I'm going to have to say for the moment, just for the moment, if it's a small position, the low today is 13.27. Gee, it's almost $1. Oh, wow. All right, if it goes down to if it tags 13.35, that's a little warning. Tags 13, I'd say, all right, this is probably not going to work, but that's the way I would look at it. But I really would look at it here at 14.11, and if it can get halfway into the wick between today and tomorrow and hold there for 45 minutes at 14.60, it's probably going to tag the high of today, which is 15.20. So, yeah, all right. Next question came in. Could I look at it? Let me go in order here. Oh, GLXY. I don't remember. I'm guessing I know who asked about this. I just wrote the name down. This is Galaxy. Oh, no, don't tell me I lost the notation. I had a whole bunch of work on this. This is Galaxy Digital, right? Yeah, Galaxy Digital. I think this is in the Galaxy Digital. Galaxy Digital. And I think it's an ink. It is an ink. All right. So I don't remember now. I think it's in the Bitcoin area. I think so. I'm just guessing. Oh, go to us. Okay. Yeah. So this is good because there's a leg. There goes peak A, peak B. There's your other peak A, B, C, D. Look, peak A. I love when a stock says, I'm capable of going to 4 higher peaks and then I turn down, because it means great. It's kind of conversant with that particular technique. And that just says there's a good chance that the low didn't hold right there. So this is peak A, peak B. No. Yeah, this is a brand new. Once you get to D, it's a brand new signal. Yes, I like it. 27.31. I'm going to suggest, is this, just help me. If you can type in, take my hands off. Yeah, I won't take my hands off the steering wheel. Good. Just real quickly, am I getting any long? You're long 64 MP. Good. Okay. Questions. I can't tell right now. The real question is, this leg, does it have verification? Yes. 9's over the 14 is over the 200-period moving average. When the 914 crosses the 200-period moving average for 1 or 2 bars, that's usually a very good sign. So I like it, 27.28. If it gets to, I would start a little position here, and I'd add to it at 27.92. And then you've got yourself a trading position at 27.28. and then you can start trading the other one. I'd love the stochastic to get from 72% to 80% or higher. That means it has to get above 28.35. So I like it. I wouldn't get too carried away. I'd start the position and see what happens. And this, if it's going together with Bitcoin, there's your leg C. It's holding really well, 2,295 up. First time I'm saying to you in months, right? Since it made the double top at 127,750, that you've got a sign of strength daily, not the weekly. Weekly's got a long way to go. That's why I don't want to get too carried away, but I like the fact that it's moving high. Dow's down 290, S&P's down 72. This is becoming a very volatile market. Look at A. I had a question about Alcoa. All-time high, leg C, beautiful move. I'll be back in a month. We're so long. I'll be back in a month.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey, because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Yeah, just let me finish this up quickly. This is Galaxy Digital is trading, banking, call centers, etc. Next one that I had a question on was, don't tell me, I've just lost it. GSM, is that the one? GSM. Ferroglobe PLC. Yeah, this is trading leg E up 25 cents at 522 in the daily. Weekly is already in leg D. I don't like these to make a peak D underneath the previous high, so I'm watching it closely. The monthly is improving a little bit. So let me just say that the it's doing very nicely here. The way it looks is if it's able to hold on this Chapman inverted Roman candle on a daily basis, not on an intraday, but a daily basis, if it's able to close above 5.40, It's at 522 right now. Any day it closes above 5.40, it says there's a really good chance it's going to try to work its way to the high of 5.75 on the week of the 17th of October. I hope that helps you. But the most important thing is that 494 to 480 is key support on any sudden pullback in this particular issue. And then I'm missing a question here. Yep. Back. See, okay, got your stop in right here. Did that, Basil. PLTR. Yeah, this is the moment you got it. Let me just show you something here. PLT, Palantir, is down just 385, but this is the moment you got to be careful with these stocks that were really winners of last year. This is struggling, Palantir. So it's down 3.89. I'd say if it takes out 170, it's at 175. If it takes out 172 in the next day on a closing basis, I think it's going to make the dreaded H and take out the left side low on the 2nd of Jan, which is at 166. So with that said, I think I've covered most of what we wanted to. The VIX index, follow that VIX index. I told you yesterday, if it starts to go above the 200-period moving average, that's 1766. It's at 1783 right now. This could hurt the market, and the fact that the Supremes are holding off this statement tells me it's not going to be an easy. Otherwise, they just would have said it. It's not going to be an easy thing for the market.